Hey you guys, I'm the Xbox Gamer. In today's video we're going to be talking about making the Tech 2 Troglavian ship on EVE Online. Now to make this ship was pretty difficult, but I eventually did it. Now in these pictures you're about to see now are the Troglavian Tech 2 ship frigate, which I'm going to be making. I'm going to be going through how to make the ship. So to make the ship, what you're going to need is a Gila, which I'm going to be, or basically any ship that could run the abyssal sites. This fit is basically going to be in the description below. Otherwise you could take off one of the large shield extenders and basically put in an afterburner, so you can get around the sites a lot quicker. You know, you can get around T1 with about 5-10 minutes to spare, but to be honest, an afterburner will pretty much speed things up. Now what you're going to want to do is warp to the closest sun, and then you want to click on the filament which you're going to be using, which you can see I'm using gamma right here in this picture. Once you go in, then you're going to be blowing them up until you find this can, and the can you're looking for is going to be the one in this picture. Now it will take a few tries. It took me about a good 15-20 runs until I actually found this can, and what you're going to be wanting out of that can is basically the Tech 1 variant of the frigate. Now once you've got that, then basically your next job is to go to a certain system which has the conduits in for the Triglavians, or go to the Triglavians invasion zone and do one of the conduits there, blow up a cruiser to find one particular Triglavian upgrade item. Now, as soon as you've got the Triglavian, basically, it's a round thing with an item, which you can probably see in the picture. You get one of them, you take them to an NPC, well, not an NPC station, a player-owned structure with a research lab. And then what you're going to want to do is, you're going to want to upgrade the Tech 1 blueprint to a Tech 2 by using one of them, or two Triglavian data cells. Also, you're going to be using some of the other two items, which you can see. You don't really need to use the bottom item, but by using the bottom item, you can improve the how many runs you can get. So I got 2 runs out of it once I upgraded it. Now, the 2 items which you're missing, you can literally buy, and they're not too bad priced. I probably spent around 2 mil for the 2 spherical balls, and then for the data chip at the bottom I probably spent another 2 mil for that, which basically got me 2 runs. And then once all that little bits and pieces are done, and then you're going to end up with a blueprint copy for the Tech 2. Now there is a chance it can fail and you'll basically be ending up with absolutely nothing. And then if that is the case, you're going to have to go back into the abyss if you don't want to pay probably about 5 million ISK, I think it's, for the Vedmak blueprint copy. So once you've done that and you've successfully got your Tech 2. Now as soon as you've got your Tech 2, for doing all that hard work and waiting about 10 hours for it to do, now you've got your Tech 2 blueprint copy. Now once you've got that, then it comes into the hard part. Now as you can see, looking at this picture here, as you can see in this picture, you have a few bits which you're going to now need to do to finish off making this ship. We're going to start from the bottom, make our way up to the top. First thing you need to do is the mining material, which is the hardest, because that is a random, well, it's basically random because it pops into different systems. So like nullsec alliances are probably more likely to find it than what you are. Which, to be honest, I actually bought this material just to save a heck of a lot of time. The next item is the salvageable parts from the Triglavian fights you can do in the conduits. Then as you can see in this picture here, I've basically just moved all the bits over which I basically bought. The mining material, got the Triglavian salvage which is there, All that's basically left is the Triglavian Vedmak, which you can see the bomb is actually being made. When I basically did it took me quite some time to go into the abyss, find all the bits needed. I bought the minerals to finally build it. That's like another hour waiting time. So it's got 14 hours so far. Then I basically bought all the other parts which we need. Then, which I'm going to show you in this picture, which is the one next to the ship and the 3 bits which are needed for most Tech 2 ships, which you're going to be seeing in this picture now. So yeah, once you basically get these 3 items plus the one next to the Triglavian ship, can't think of its name at the moment, but once you get all these bits and pieces all together, it is going to cost you almost $1 million, depending on where you're actually physically getting the ship made. And then in this picture here, you can see I've got all the parts and I've started basically building it. Now I say build Tech 2 Triglavian, and then after you basically got all the parts together, click that build button, you got about another 13 hours wait time. When that wait time's done, then you go and pick it up. And then basically once you've got your ship, then it's all done. And that ship should cost, from this date of recording, about 204 million in a Mara Trade Hub. When you actually know what to do, it's actually pretty simple. And there we go, one fully built Triglavian Tech 2 ship. Hopefully this video helped. To be honest, I didn't actually see any videos on how to actually make the Tech 2 blueprint copy, or how to make it exactly, where to go for the parts. Some of the parts I bought can be done through PI, reactive bits and pieces. It's kind of complicated, so I kind of bought them. Yeah, it did set me back probably about 25 million. I probably spent another million, so probably about 30-40 million altogether, and I made 202 million in this fit ship. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and before we go, I would just like to say thank you for watching this video. If you got all the way through, big thank you. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, and also give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that bell icon for all the newest videos. I will be releasing hopefully a new video once every 5 days. For the moment, that may change. Well, I may really start releasing sooner, or I may take a day off and actually extend it by 1 day, but I'm going to try release one video every 5 days. And if Disowned Hero actually does a video on this ship using it, I'll put that video in the link in the bottom. If you're subscribed to me and you haven't subscribed to Hero yet, please do. He does amazing gameplay of EVE Online and other games. Well, my videos are quite informative. His videos are also informative, but also have really good gameplay to go with them. So, I just have to say thank you for watching this video if you get all the way through, and keep flying.